Hey everybody, we're back and this is my Pimp My Reel video. So a few things you're going to need is a 10mm socket or nut driver, Phillips screwdriver. You can use one of these X-Acto knives if you'd like. Maybe a pair of tweezers, and of course your reel, and this straight from the trick shop. So here we go. Take off your locking screw for the lock tab. Put all your parts in a little bin so you don't lose them. And we have to hold this down. This handle is the trickiest part of this whole thing here. Pull the nut off. Now I'm using a black mat here, but you're going to need something that, well, black might work for you too. Something where you're not going to lose this piece right here. Once you pull this handle off, the little detent for the clicker is very tiny. So you do this nice and easy. Pull the handle off. Okay, set that aside. Here you got your washer, and then this is the clicker piece. Get it off. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but that little detent is stuck to that. And that thing is tiny. Let's see if I can't get a close-up picture of it. And I'll put that in with the video. You do not want to lose that. Then there's a little spring in here. Take that little spring out and set that one to the side. And do not lose it. Then there's a spring underneath the star washer. Pull the star drag. Pull your drag off. Set it to the side. Spring. Set it to the side. Pull the nut off, and this actually, this bottom nut pushes down on the washers here. It gives you your drag. Pull your drag off. These little washers. I don't know if you can see this or not. They have these it's like bowed in the middle. So the way they got these set up is one curves down inside the spool, Kind of odd how they got that set up. Best thing I can do is keep them in order and put them back on the way you take them off. I believe they're supposed to be cupped together. Set them to the side. There should be one more piece in here. One more washer. There you go. All right. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with the whole process. I want to speed it up through here. Take off your cap, your screws, Okay, that inside one there, you just have to remember this is the longest one, the other three, two here, and there's one on the outside there. They're all the same length. The one on the inside, that's the longer one. Okay, there you go. Put that on the side. Couple springs here. It's the only thing you have to worry about. There's grease on them. You shouldn't be able to lose them. Even need a smaller bit. This is my first time doing this, so looks like you probably should have taken these screws off the side here to start with before you took the side cover that covers the gears up. Alright, all that's off, and this should come out now. There we go. That's out. Set it off to the side. Now it's all apart. Okay, I forgot I needed a bigger screwdriver for this piece here. Just twist it off. Once you get a good size screwdriver so you don't mess it up. Once you got that off, take the new one. Put the spring back on there. Put your new one. Throw on there. A good tip for anytime you're putting on threads like this, something really small, before you tighten up on it, you know, always go by hand. Never put a tool on it until you have to get it threaded. But most of the time you can take it and turn it counterclockwise while you're holding just a little pressure on it. Just turn it counterclockwise and you hear it go click. That is the start of your threads. Then you thread it on nice and easy. Just a little bit. That's good. Put the front piece back on. I suggest not tightening these screws or snugging them up until you get them all in. Anytime when you have like multiple screw holes on one piece, it's good just to get them all started. Otherwise it might not line up and then you end up stripping the threads trying to force it. So don't force anything. These are little tiny screws. Bad thing about a black backdrop here is black screws, can't see anything. Alright. This last screw in here. That's one disadvantage of having this attached side cover. It is right in the way for these screws, but you can still get it. Just take your time, be nice and easy, and don't horse them down, just snug them up. Okay, so there's two. That one. And that one. Alright. And go ahead and put the side cover back on. And these are the short ones. And I need the bigger bit again. Again, get them all started before you tighten them down. And screws. Okay. Tighten that one. Tighten that one. Tighten that one. This is a little tricky one. Alright, now you can put your spool in. Nice and easy. There it is. Spool is in. Close it. Lock it. There you go. Spool. Put your tension knob back on. Yep. When looking at the washers here, they are cupped. They're cupped just like that. That's how they sit in there. Now, put your nut on. Like I said, and turn it backwards. And thread it right on. Just till it's snug. You want touching the washers, just that's good. Spring on. Now I'm gonna need the new star drag. I'll set that on there. Get the parts out here. Handle out. This out. Got your nut. Now this is going to be the tough part. Putting that detent back in there, the spring and detent. It's the trickiest part of this whole deal here. Before I push that down, I want to get that spring in there. Okay. It might be a good idea to get yourself a little bit of grease, any type of petroleum jelly, anything to put on the end of your tool, whatever you're using. You can try this, or you could try I don't know, any type of grease. You could use a lube, any type of lube, gear lube. But the idea is to get this little tiny little detent to stick on here while you're trying to get it on there. My fingers, I cannot do it. Okay, I got it back in there, and it is fiddly trying to get that thing in there. So now I got to get this all the way down till it's flush. Which is a pain sometimes. Ain't down there yet. I know I'm out of frame, but it's just, this is very tedious. And the spring just came back out. There it goes. Now you got to hold that down there and not lose your spring and detent, like I just lost the detent off of there. I'm telling you, this little detent is a real pain in the butt. See if I can get it with the tweezers. Almost. Alright, it's there. Now, this is for your clicker. It has little grooves on the bottom of it. A little washer goes on top. Now, got my hands in the wrong position. And make sure that detent stays in there. So I'm going to turn this a little bit just like this. Get on like so. Put the nut on. There you go. Backwards, then forwards. Nope. Detent popped out. See, that's what I was saying. This is the trickiest part. The most frustrating part of the whole job is just this detent. Alright, I'll be back when I get it back together. Let's see it, show it all put back together. Alright everybody, that is everything. It's all back together. All the tedious finagling you had to do with this, just so you have that little star click. But hey, it is what it is. It just takes some patience. Take your time with it and you'll get it. The only thing I wish is the little screw for the locking ring for the nut. I don't know, they should have gave you a new one painted green to go with everything else. I don't know why they didn't do that, but there you go. They call this the Green Machine. It's a lime silver. I like it. It stands out. It's a little different. And what you can also do is I put everything back, all the old parts back in the kit, so I won't lose them. But as I was saying, one thing you can do is you can use that old spool, and you can spool that up with a different pound test, so you don't have to, unspool and respool. This one here, my intentions is I'm going to use 20 pound braid. It's a, what is it, Suffix 821, I believe. Nope, it's a Suffix 832 Superline. And I got 300 yards. This is 20 pound test. I'm going to put it on 3 different rods. I'm going to try to get about the 100 yards on it, and I'm going to back it with just a cheap mono. This is a 6 pound test mono, and I use 6 pound because the diameter matches almost exactly as a 20 pound test. So I'll just back it with this, put my 20 yards, put my 20 pound braid on, and be good to go. Alright, now that's all I got. I hope you liked it. If you'd like to get a little more in depth in it, there's another guy named Tackle Junkie 81. He goes in depth rebuilding all these, taking them apart, cleaning them. He's really good at it. So go visit him, Tackle Junkie 81. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and as always, keep your lines tight.